Well, faith leaders just finished meeting with Governor Mike Braun over his order on DEI programs. They also want him to reconsider a decision to not provide Martin University with state grant funding. News 8's government reporter Garrett Bergquist is live outside the governor's office now. Garrett, what took place inside this meeting?
Well, Phil, that meeting was scheduled for 90 minutes this afternoon, but it ended up going for nearly 2 hours. Braun and the faith leaders came out and talked to us after that meeting. They said it was a tough conversation, but it was also a necessary one. The faith leaders say that they talked about the meaning of DEI and Braun's order replacing it with MEI. They said they specifically pressed him on his exact definition of merit. They also brought up the question of funding for Martin University. Now, Martin University is a private educational institution. It did, however, receive a state grant last year. However, at least at this point, it is not slated to receive a state-funded grant this year. Here's some of what they had to say afterward.
Covered a lot of ground. We're not going to divulge everything that we said in that conversation. It was meaningful. It was earthy. It got down to the point. And he's committed to continue to talk to communities that were represented here. Brother Governor, you want to say something?
He said it pretty well. That was an hour-and-a-half conversation that we extended another 20 minutes, and the entirety of it was productive. So I think it was invaluable to do it. It always gives you a different perspective, not too different from kind of the way I've tried to be interactive, traveling the state, always willing to listen, and you know that. So here it was the beginning of a much longer conversation, and I'm going to be happy to engage in it. So.
Now, I asked Dr. Lionel Rush, who we heard from just now, what he hopes comes out of this conversation with the governor, and he said, above all, he wants fairness and the doctrine of doing unto others as you would have them do unto you. Now, both Rush and Braun say that there will be future meetings between the governor and the faith leaders. As for the specific question of Martin University funding, there was no commitment from the governor specifically on that, but we should point out that we're still very, very early in the budget writing process. The bill containing the state budget is still in the House Ways and Means Committee. Live at the State House, I'm Garrett Bergquist for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.